everyone. I don't normally read things or prepare my videos in advance. I normally just have a thought in my head and then make it up as I go along, as you may have noticed. But I've just written a blog post on my website, and I wanted to share some of the tips from it. It's about summer holidays, because for many of us, if our lives are when our lives are fairly simple, the summer holidays are things that we anticipate with great joy and excitement, and it's very simple. But for those of us who have a less simple approach to the summer, whether it's because we're parents or people who don't like summer, or maybe we have some difficult memories around the summer holidays, it can be a bit more difficult as we approach the summer holidays, because there is a societal expectation that everyone's going to have fun and we're going to love it, we have to love it. And there can be a great sense of failure for many people if we find the summer holidays difficult. So I put together some tips for summer on how to make it, how to ensure a higher chance of enjoying them. So first of all, make some plans that you know you will enjoy. So that could be a holiday abroad or a camping trip, could just be a series of short walks in a local forest that you know you love, or it could be a dance party in your back garden with children or family or really good friends. So have a think about what you really want to do and make some plans. Book them in, things that you really want to do. Make sure you also have some days booked in that are just for yourself, where, you can make bookings in advance, like you could book a trip to like an outdoor swimming trip or something, or you could just decide that you want to have zero demands on that day, that you want to wake up and decide what it is you want to do. And it could be something fun or new, or it could just be sitting in your pants on the sofa eating cereal. It's entirely up to you. These days are for you to do exactly what you want, guilt-free, no expectations that you're going to meet anyone else's wishes or needs on that day. Make sure you also book some days seeing people that nourish you, that you feel completely safe around, that you can just be yourself and not have to worry about what words come out your mouth or how you behave, that you know you will be accepted for being you. It's really important to cultivate these kinds of peoples in our lives, and to really think about the quality of our relationships, because it is important who we surround ourselves with. It does impact how we feel about ourselves and about our lives. So this summer, try to think about the people you enjoy spending time with most, where you come away feeling nourished. Both of you come away feeling nourished, and book some time with those people if you can. If you've got kids, focus on self-care. Try to sleep well and eat well, and make sure you book in some regular time where you can just have a little bit of time to yourself, even if that's 5 minutes a day or an hour a week or even a day a week if you're very lucky. Again, if you have kids, think about making lunch boxes every morning. Something that's very familiar to most parents is a constant stream of requests for snacks. For example, my almost 10-year-old had 4 breakfasts this morning before 10 o'clock. He's still hungry, and eventually I got to the point where I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. We're done for lunch we're done with food until lunchtime. So if you make up lunch boxes, that can kind of keep those requests at bay until you're ready for dinner time. Have a think in the morning about activities that you can direct bored children to. So arts and crafts, cheap and easy science experiments, dance party in the lounge. Sometimes you could have a shower or a bath as your key focal point for the day. It doesn't need to be spending a lot of money or anything particularly exciting. It's fun when you're a kid. And if you're having a bad day, don't feel guilty about using screens. If you do struggle with letting your children use screens, then have a look for some educational or, like maths apps or like National Geographic shows that you feel would be more educational for your child. But do remember that screens can function as really important downtime for children, especially if they've had too much time with siblings and they're sick of each other, or they're struggling with a lack of structure in their days, because particularly for many neurodiverse kids, the switch to the holidays can take a while before they get into the rhythm of not having the structure that they're used to. So screens can function as a really important part of downtime. And we also need to remember, for those of us that are older and didn't have that much access to screens when we were young, we forget how useful certain games can be. For example, Minecraft encourages creativity and it can improve spelling and reading skills. Sometimes a bit of planning can help ensure that your days are more manageable and more fun. If you're having a bad day, get takeaway pizza, have a cereal day, watch a film on the sofa. It doesn't have to be complicated or difficult. And remember that social media doesn't always present the full picture. When you look at photos of people having fun and going to beautiful places, remember that round the corner from that photo there may have been an argument, or there may be stresses that you don't see. Now, this isn't to focus on other people's difficulties, it's to remember that no one's life is perfect. And often in summer, it feels like society is expecting us all to have this perfect holiday and perfect life and be loving the summer and the heat and the summer clothes, but that's not true for everyone. Everyone has challenges at some point throughout the summer holidays. So don't compare yourself to others in terms of what you feel you should be doing or who you feel you should be. Just allow yourself to be who and how you are and what you want. The summit is about, any break is about giving yourself what you need, making yourself and those around you happy, not meeting the expectations of others. Just as a final reminder, I don't take on new clients during the holidays, and I only work with existing clients by prior arrangement. I've been doing some reflection on the first half of this year, and I think for me, my main success is getting this YouTube channel up and running. I'm really pleased I've done that. For the next half of this year, my focus is to get this cabin done. It's currently being painted and waterproofed, and I need to start furnishing it and getting it ready for clients in the autumn. So that will be my focus. I hope to post from time to time over summer, but I don't know how frequent that will be. So please feel free to keep watching my YouTube videos or to check out my other social media. And I wish you all a fantastic summer.